morning, good morning, good morning. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design, and I'm back. Well, at least for a little bit. We're going to sit today with my Thursday journal with me, and we're going to get some autumn done. And if I'm on a roll, I'm going to film really long, but I'll snip it up into sections for you guys, and we will hopefully get some journaling done throughout the month in your eyes, but I only have today to do it. Oh my gosh, so I'm homeschooling. We're 2 weeks in. For you guys, we're about to finish my third week. If you're watching this on Thursday, of course. I'm having to record this on Monday, Labor Day, because it's the only day I have off where the kids are sleeping, they're not in school, my husband's home, and it's not too hot yet. This whole week that we're talking about, the first full week of September, we're back into the high 80s, low 90s. When we thought we were getting fall early, I really was hoping. So hopefully this is a short thing. It's one of the last spells that we get. But homeschooling is going pretty well, I guess. It's taking up a lot of time. Only because we don't have a full-time online teacher yet. So it's a new experience for sure. So today we are talking about all the things I want to get done. Maybe asking for some opinions, so please comment. I've got some cover fabrics to choose from. Got a new little project. We're going to work on this. We are going to try to get this part done for sure. If not, I will finish it off and show you on the next round. All kinds of fun stuff like that, right? So thank you for joining me here at Jewel Design. And my little journal with me. I haven't done one in weeks. I don't even know. I'd have to go look at my calendar. It's just been so crazy since vacation and trying to get everything done, right? So we are working on my first autumn kit of the season, and this is the Autumn Foliage and Floral. And this one we worked through most of it, and then the camera kicked out, so you didn't get to see the hemming and hawing of what to do where, but we do have, edges and corners and papers, and we're going to put more pocket, another pocket in here to do. Of course, I've added 2 new journal kits since I've made this one, but I don't know if I want to add it in because it took us for so long to balance this one out. I'm afraid, but I may use some fun ephemera and pieces from the other kits. I think my Falling into Summer photo book kit has some gorgeous photos and ephemera in it that I may print out and add to this, because I think there's some colors in those photos, like we did with the the leaves and the silks and stuff. That'd be a great addition to this. So when we get to that point later and I'm almost done, I'm adding ephemera to it, I'll have to show you guys a flip through and see how that works out, if we can blend in some elements from the other 2 floral kits. So today we're going to work on this, which was this piece of tissue, papery stuff, that we're going to trim. We're going to sew all the way around and make a big old pocket. And we're going, though, to also glue this die cut, that mirror, that is sort of that mirrored continuous image. Well, we're going to glue it. I think we're gluing it down here because there's really no point seeing the back of it. Gluing it down to this one, but when you lay it out and we're looking at it in the book, it feels like the picture continues on really lightly, over to the other side, and then you have the same thing on the other end where, you have the whole graphic all on one end. So that is the goal for that. But quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I want your opinion. I'm probably everybody in the world's been making these, and I saw Gail put it up, probably 2 weeks ago, easily. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. But she was using the Amazon bags, I guess, or anything crinkly, right? Anything with the packing sort of noise in it, and making covers, right? And this one is almost the perfect size. If I can get it to fold just right. It is a little tall, but so I will probably shrink it down. But I believe if I stick it in here, it's really close. And I think with the fabric, if it's done how I think it is, where the fabric becomes pretty much like I always do, a slip cover, make the fabric pocket, slip this in there, then sew all the way around, we'll have a little extra. And I think it'll just cover what we need once this is all sewn in. I do have to trim off top or bottom. But I think I made a fun, thick, noisy cover to this gorgeous little kit. Gorgeous little thing. So, knowing what this is, and I know if you, hopefully you guys watched, I will put a card in the thing right now with one of the reveals for this kit, just to remind you, so you can get a refresher if you want. On the Autumn Foliage kit, we'll go back and re-look at one of the videos on how I put this together if you want a better feel, because it's sort of hard. I got it all clipped together right now. But we have to decide what we want on the cover. So I have 4 choices, so we'll go A, B, C, and D. Haha. And I'm trying to decide. This one's really harvesty, a little darker than the orange, more burgundy. I think this one's too dark. I really do. As much as I love this, I think there's not enough paleness to it. It's almost too harvesty. But then again, I've known a number of you ladies who go real sort of contrast to what's inside, and we have sort of a completely different cover to what's inside, but it works so well. Anyway, there's an option of possibly A. B is just a gorgeous orange, sort of like cracked paint, brown, brown through the orange, almost a burgundy maybe. If you look at it closely, it almost looks like a maroon, but it's one of my favorite. I have a bunch of it, so we could do that, which just pulls up a lot of the pretty orange in this one, right? Helps sort of, it's red, we've got the green in there, we've got the pink in there, which is why I'm thinking that one's not going to work. But anyway, okay, so we have orange, so there's A and B. C has more, I think, of the colors almost exact, right? C has the pinky tones that match. I think these are figs, or I don't know what those are. A little weird. Some kind of fruit with a seed in it. But this has the yellows, orange, green. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it now with you guys, and this is almost a perfect match to this. I'm thinking C is going to be what we want to go on this cover. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to decorate, of course, the front, so there's something going on with it. And then I have another neutral, which is just this gorgeous, swirly, coffee-colored floral, right? I think I should use it for some coffee items. But if we decided to go more neutral, and then I could cluster something on it, we have that option too. But oh my gosh, I really love C. So, okay, ladies, what do we think? A, B, C, or D? I'm going for C, but I am probably selling this at some point. So, if you have a little, joy in this, and you're debating on whether this is something you may want to buy, what cover would you like to see? Please comment below. Let me know which cover you think will work best as our base to do that fun, Amazon whatever crunchy bag cover. I have to go rewatch Gail's video to do that, and that's something I will not do on camera, of course. But you guys will just finally see all of a sudden the journal in the cover, and then maybe you can watch me decorate it if I get that lucky joy of doing so on camera. So that is the other thing. So, gosh, I really think it's C. I really think it's got to be C, but I'll leave them in order just in case. Let me know what you think. This one is gorgeous, though. This came in a kit of some sort, and I'm trying to figure out what I think this goes. I think this is supposed to back something. Right? I have so many I have a bunch of quilted stuff. I do a lot of hand stitch. Well, I used to do a lot of hand stitching, and put this together. I used to hand stitch quilt samples, and that's not gonna work. And I can't help it. I have weakness for them. Oh my gosh, I'll have these panels that I just adore, and I'll do them one of these days. And then I had fun the other day. I totally missed and goofed up, and went ahead and I was gonna make myself a cup of coffee, and I autopiloted and totally forgot to put the cup underneath the spout. So, when I was cleaning up, I was using paper towels at first, right? And here we go. So I'm about to I go to rinse it out, and I'm done, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I put it outside to dry, and I have these half sheets of coffee-dyed napkins. Paper towel. I've used them before in kits. They'd be great for clusters. They're great for weird pieces to add in. I have 2 sets that are actually still connected. I wish it was a better coffee. Like, I almost wish it was my maple. But it's just coffee. It's just this Caribou brand that we do love. My husband loves. I felt so bad that I sort of wasted my whole pot, one of his pods to, into the reservoir. And the reservoir wasn't all that clean. I was like, nope, not going to pour it out. So that's sort of fun. The only way I can tea dye something or coffee dye something is when I'm like soaking up a mess. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh. So that's fun. I can't wait. Now I almost want to put some in here, but I don't know. Like I said, I think I have that balanced the way I want. So I have plenty of other, course, stuff. So we're going to play with those. And I've been collecting. We've been drinking bubbly. And I'm collecting their tops because they're orange or blue, they're purple, they're green. And I think they're going to be fun to help decorate. I think I'm going to use them to help like tags and bangles. And I don't know. I'm going to have some fun moments with those. So, and then next I am going to make some gorgeous little playing card pieces to put in these journals. And I might just scan them in and share with you guys. Right? So, I'm working on that. A lot of things. So we may get to work on some of these online, on camera next time. To the end of today, maybe I will work on parts of that. But I have to Mod Podge. I want to Mod Podge. Sort of the same thing you do with covers. I want to take this super cute napkin, and I want to cover it up. Cover up a section of it. Now I don't think I want to go. I may go all the way across. Depends on how light this is. I still have to take the other layers out of it. But if it's light enough, I might go across the whole thing. Or I'm going to go over just like a corner of it, right? I'm just going to like rip off a corner and go top or bottom corner for each one of these. And then decorate it up. And so whatever I do, you guys will, I think I'm going to try to get some scanned images for you guys. So you have some digital playing card for autumn. Hopefully if you join my crafters group, there is also a freebie up there for you guys right now. You're more than welcome to go and join my Crafters of a Jewel Design. It's my Facebook page for all of you who do create stuff with my kits and other, of course, graphic designer kits. And show off what you do. It's a great place to share what you get to make before you give it away, before you sell it. And it's the only chance I get to see what, what my work does. If you guys don't share, then I have no clue what's going on with my kits. I don't know if they made anybody happy. I don't know if they went to a great home. I don't know what great idea was created with them unless you guys share. So Crafters of a Jewel Design is a Facebook page, private group, so it's just us. It's not open to the whole world. But I'm pretty flexible and let just about anybody in who wants to craft with us. And but there is a new fall freebie. So that came out on Monday, which today for me, but you guys are on Thursday, so go check that out. Go ask to be a part of it if you haven't already joined us. And if you have joined us and you didn't catch that, you need to go look. Okay, so that's where I get you caught up with what I'm trying to accomplish, what we want to work on. And next is this. I think this is about as folded as in half and as clean as I can. So what I'm thinking is to cut this down, fold it, but trim the edges. So we get a pocket, you get a sort of a skinny envelope pocket look, or not even pocket, like flap. To sort of reinforce the edges both ways, and then we're gonna sew, probably not down the middle, but around the top, and zigzag into, or well, zigzag meaning movement, into the flap to sort of enhance and make these edges a little thicker, so they're not so flimsy where we end up ripping stuff every time we try to put something in and out of this pocket. And this is where it's a complete, like, guess at what I'm doing. I have an idea, I have a visual, but that doesn't mean I have anything going on. So how are you all doing? Are you getting excited about fall? Have we gotten there yet? I know fall's still not for, what? See, if today's the 6th, you guys see this on the 9th? So we're still like 12 days away. From the time this video airs, we are still 12 days away from fall. Or even more than that. I keep doing the 20th. I keep thinking the 20th is fall, the fall equinox, and it's not. It's the 22nd, which is sort of cute. I always forget that me and my husband have been together for, well, it can be, I guess. I don't know if that varies. As of the 23rd of September, we will have been together for 20 years. We're officially only married for 19. About 13 months after we got together, we got married. So we celebrate our, first weekend together, from our first date type thing. And then a month later, we definitely celebrate our anniversary, our wedding anniversary. So, it's like 13 months difference. And So yeah, I'm just dumbfounded that we've been together for 20 years. We've been married for, we're about to be married for 19. Crossing my fingers we get another full year. I would love to renew our vows at our 20th. We have to cross our fingers on that. Not that I'm gonna make a big deal out of it, but my husband is battling cancer. And so we're at that next stage where it's like, oh, we were doing good, and now we've, you know, got a new thing going on. And so we are, you know, dealing with that. So I keep crossing my fingers that all goes really well, and that we, you know, that I can renew my vows with him in a year. Doesn't mean you can't renew your vows at any time, but there is that sort of ceremonial, oh, 20 years, let's renew vows. Right? Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I don't know, and I wish I could ask you guys, right? I know I want more of a like a envelope flap type feel. So I know I want to cut off the corners of this part. I just don't know whether or not, oh, I missed one. Oh, this is gonna get sewn down. So we know this is gonna get sewn down, because like that side's already sewn, so I can't do anything about that. But I don't think I want to. Yeah, let's just try it. We're just gonna give it up. Hard part is gonna be matching it, and this is where I'll take Gail's sort of trick, like she does with the tags. You cut one end off, you turn around, you put it on the other side, and match it. Oh my goodness. So anyway. Yeah, so we're coming up on anniversaries right around the fall equinox, which is super cool. And I cut it the wrong way. I wanted to go that way. But you're doing it upside down, so I need to go that way. Eek! Well. Okay, so this is what happens. Well, nothing wrong with it being really far in. None at all. I just got to figure out how to do this. This is where I always get myself in trouble, so now it goes this way. Okay. Trying to mark off where everything is. Pencil, 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 pencil. I don't do good with lining it up and trying to cut it again. So I think I'll mark it so I know to cut up. We'll do more tracey. Trace it, then cut it. There we go. I guess you have to have those moments, right? You have to have that, let me get this to work. Oh, I can hear my cat caterwauling inside the house. Oh my gosh. Our poor girl. She is 16 and a half years old. Getting up there. So, getting up there. How do we do this? Well, okay. That's the long end. So, oh my gosh, backwards, right? There we go. So I went in and cut that, but for how far in? Wait. What? Don't get what I was doing. As usual. Anyway, yeah, so my cat's inside. She's, you know, she's hungry, or she's not hungry, or she can't decide if she's hungry. She's 16 and a half. She's been with us quite a while. Well, I mean, we've been together for we'll be married for 19. So yeah, she's 16 and a half. It's probably about a year and a half or so in. Gracie, who we got literally when we got married in October, and we literally, you know, got her that same November, I guess that's how it'd have to go, right? Okay. We got her in November, that Thanksgiving weekend. I went for a newspaper, and so I see advertise. We made these really cute Adopt Me paper, advertisements, and it was a banner, you know, for the whole page for the SPCA. And all right, how are we doing? Well, it's not quite what I was expecting, but what I want to do is I think I'm gonna come up. We're gonna. Oh goodness, let's see. I can't seal the inside. I can go up and I can come up and sew. Try to then pull it apart as a sleeve, and then come in and sew down and around this way. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Let's see if I can do it right the first time. Jeez, anyway, we found her, you know, I had the ad, and I'm like, hey, honey. And so I circled like 4 or 5 cats that I thought I would, you know, I wouldn't mind having, because I just lost a cat before we got together, and really wasn't in the mood for another cat. But I don't know. We saw them, and we were debating about it, and so I saw her as one of the options, and I said, well, why don't you go look, and, you know, after work, and let me know. And, there we go. Let's do it this way. And so he goes in and he sees her and because we all, can I hold her? And like, yeah, sure. And so they put her, Miss Gracie, on his lap. And she sits there and all of a sudden she just looks at him and she sneezes. Cute little, you know, whatever, however a cat does that. I'm guessing at it, but really you're not going to know. So there you go. So she sits there and she sneezes on him and he just falls in love. It's like, sneeze, you know, love at first sneeze, which is super funny, but you know, that's what it is. And so he goes, nope, I found her. I know which one we're bringing home. I'm like, okay. And she was with us for 16 and a half years. She was with us. She's been, you know, with us for our first 16 and a half years of marriage. But she passed away. Good Lord, almost 3 years. I think it's 3 years now. And it's like, oh man, you know. And so then this one, we got her the year before we got pregnant with my oldest. And so, you know, she's kicking around at almost, you know, just a little longer than my oldest. My oldest is about to be 15, so it makes sense that she's, you know, 16 and a half. But you know, 16 and a half in cat years is up in the 80s there, and they're cranky. My cranky old lady, I joke around, because she does. She wants food, but she eats like 2 bites, right? And she has a younger brother, technically, in the house. And so he, you know, she walks away for a moment to get a drink of water or go potty, and he swoops in if I'm not paying attention. And it's like, oh, come on. You need to eat the rest of that food. So I don't know if you guys have cats or dogs. And I have a dog, too, to go with it. It's like, oh, my goodness. You know. But she just got a new toy. She loves her toys that she can, like, grab them by the arm or the ear, and she just flips them around like it's no tomorrow. She just goes. It's crazy. And so we bought her a new Halloween, like, spider. It's a big old fluffy head. And it has those same thing, crinkly arms that you would give like a baby. And it's so funny. Oh, my gosh, it's funny. Okay, so how are we doing? I didn't even check the time. Let me see where we are right now before I start doing this. All right, we're 23 minutes in and I'm jibber-jabbering. But that's okay. I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I know it seems so weird, right? All right, so what we're going to try to do is then, we're going to stitch across the bottom where I know it is already sealed, but I want to make sure it stays there. Stitch across the bottom, and then I'll put it in like a sleeve, and we will try to zip up around here, and then we'll go back to the top and around again. Or I'm going to top and bottom, and then maybe the sleeves. That may probably make more sense. We'll see if this works. I'm a little worried it's going to bunch up when we do this. Now, of course, this doesn't fly. This doesn't work. I chuck it, right? It's not the end of the world. We throw it away. I find another piece of paper, and we glue down that gorgeous die cut, and, you know, we get 2 pieces of paper, and we make a different pocket. It isn't the end of the world. I just thought it'd be sort of fun. I just unplugged something. What did I? Oh, I unplugged my printer. Well, okay. I'm like, whoops, unplugged the printer. I don't need the printer right now. It's okay. But, yeah. So, the cats are coming and going. We're getting to that point where we're getting those forever cats that are getting old and cranky, and I can just hear her in there. She has a caterwaul. Like, she literally would eat and then go to the bedroom and just, oh my gosh, it's so hard to hear. And it's not like she's hurt. It's not like she's, you know. All right, guys, I know this isn't the fun part, but what I can do is quickly zoom through this and talk over it, maybe. I know this video is going to have a lot of editing, and I'm okay with that. But if I had to stop and start too much, I was afraid I wasn't going to get anything done for you guys. This has been really hard trying to, you know, I know she does it off to the side a little bit. I wonder if I can do that. Maybe. You're right. I don't know. Who wants to see the top of that, right? So I'm thinking, let's try. And we're going to just keep to a straight stitch because I don't want anything too, now I'm thinking, do I want to go zigzag? I could zigzag down the top and bottom for more detail and go like a big one. And then just do the tight knit for the sleevey part. So let's try that. Why not? Why not? Let's have some fun with all of this. Because if you can't have fun when, you know, doing this, when can you? All right, hold on. I will, if nothing else, pause through this so you guys don't have to listen to it. can go through really quickly, but I know that's something that, whoops, okay, let's do this without ripping it out. Okay, but then if I go really quickly, I won't have that clean sort of line that I want. I can go quickly through it, but then I get caught every time. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. That's really tight and that's really loose. No. Yeah. It's always so fun. It's not too bad. We're not doing this for a super long period of time. But see, we've got this pretty little zigzag. And I'm thinking, especially on the outside, I know I should flip that around. I always do that. Luckily, the zigzag, it doesn't really matter if it's top or bottom. But I am noticing, well, when I go do a little Mod Podge, I'll probably Mod Podge the corners a smidge. Or put a little clear glue on these so they don't come unraveled. Because that would be bad, right? But there are a pocket that isn't going to use. Try to keep you guys in camera. But if we do it, that's still a really good pocket. So, okay. I wonder if I should just sew it. See that? My inside's really pretty. Not that that's a bad thing, because, you know, the big deal is that die cut that's in there. So, let's keep to the same format, right? Keep it the same. All right, let's try this again. We'll make this quick. Page. All right, not too shabby. Not quite what you guys wanted to see today with sewing, but hey, you know, something new. Who would thought to you know, well, you probably all thought. I mean, you guys are all super talented, super smart, and I know, you know, sewing tissue pockets together is probably already up someone's leg and total idea. Like, come on. I know you guys are good at this. Now, my only thought is trying to get and my idea is not going to work because I'm going to have to glue it down. Yeah, I can only get without ruining it, and I'll rip it. So, okay. Then we will just, see, there you go. We're already done. Never mind. Didn't think about that. Probably should have tried to sew those pockets down first when it was still open and flat papered, and then went ahead and sewn those down. Darn it. All right. I could do it if we were keeping it flat. If I wasn't, you know, making it look like a pocket, I could totally sew around that and it'd be fine. But the fact we have to make it a pocket totally gets in the way. And I didn't think about that. I should have done those first. See, this is what happens. I don't sew that often. I go through spurts where I'm sewing all the time and then I'm not sewing at all. And so like common sense kicks in. So that's okay. We're going to go a different route then. And again, why do I always do this? All right, ladies and gents, one more minute. Because of the hot weather I have none of my tools out here. One moment, really, really quick. It is the ultimate downside to the fact that my workspace is outside in the garage, that it's either super cold or super hot. And with that means I have to put all my stuff, you know, in another room. And usually back in the house somewhere. Oh my goodness, all my things. Okay, so what I'm thinking, if this hasn't done something weird, we'll distress this and we'll glue them down. And that will have to do. I'm looking for here it is. I can't find my liquidy version. I have my Mod Podge for the tissue stuff in the glass jar somewhere. I don't know where I put the glass jar. That is sort of troublesome. You know, it's time to be looking for it, right? Well, I rearranged my workspace a little bit a couple times over because my daughter's been out here with me on occasion, and she has been, you know, designing with us. I'll have to look for it where I put it. Fun. Okay, so plan B. I think this thing's been gooing up into the corners. So hopefully, yeah. So yeah, that is a downside. If we get anything above 80, and even then 80 can be temperamental, I have to be really careful about you know, these guys being out here. So we're going to keep to the orange look, which we also thought was a lot of fun. I don't think I have... Oh, I started to do one on orange. Oh, but I bought new ones. Ooh, I forgot. I got a whole new pad. But I think I started the orange on this one by accident. It was my antique, which is fine because I can always... Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, there's the orange one. Okay. I was like, what did I do? But not that we don't need new ones. Oh my gosh, right? So I have my antique one. I have my silver one. And oh, there's the orange one. There we go. Let's try this one. I would do this, but I think it would be here for a month of Sundays. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I bought a bunch of new pads because I was like, oh, this is crazy. So we're just going to distress it to give it some kind of personality because I don't want to just glue it down. That definitely wasn't my thought process. No, I might decide later, well, as I'm doing pieces and I had some scraps, I might, when we're gluing it down, put sort of like a washi band of color right in here so that there's a little something else going on with it too. I like the orange, but I think I'm gonna have to put some antique on it. Shoot. Well, multiple colors is not a bad thing, but we want to give some dimension. These cute little flaps that I made such a big deal about, right? Oh my gosh, I am so out of cue with you guys. I mean, but I really want to make some stuff. I want to make some fall things. I know I'm good with my kits already. I got a freebie out. Another freebie's coming out when fall actually officially hits. So definitely, you want some freebie stuff, go over to my Crafters of a Jewel Design Facebook page, ask to join. And, you know, I'm getting to the holidays where I'm making stuff. And of course, if it's a big hit or everybody really likes it, I may make a full set of something out of it. But I, you know, I have some stuff I want to make. Fun stuff, cute stuff, little stuff. I might even have a new adventure, not a new adventure, but I might even have some physical supplies coming up soon. I have a lot of printouts from a lot of my kits that I don't use or haven't used. And so I'm debating on making sort of grab bag kits of my printed stuff. So you guys could, you know, you guys aren't able to print or you were debating on stuff and you just need some extra ephemera. I might do a grab bag of printed work. So, you know, nice little montage of stuff. So we'll see. I got to find things to do where I can still create money and create things for you guys while I'm homeschooling, where I can multitask at the kitchen table. A girlfriend of mine is starting a new Etsy shop, and you know she needs all the graphics and stuff. So that was sort of nice to do a graphic design job for a friend, for an actual small business, which I haven't done that in a while. It's been a couple of years actually. I did an invite not too long ago for a big old birthday bash. And that was sort of fun. That was a lot of fun because I hadn't done any birthday cards or birthday invites in a while. So, and those things sometimes are a little easier because I can just pull out the computer just about anywhere and sit down. Not that I can't design for you guys inside. I do it. But there is sometimes the joy of just sitting out here in my workspace and designing the digitals, you know, without being disturbed. Ha. I'm like, ha. So anyway, I'm finding new things to create and new things to do. And I can do the kitchen table, and then I can, you know, work on while I am getting her through math and English and history and science and art. I have 5 subjects right now that I'm teaching her, or getting her through. There's a lot of slides and stuff, which is great. That we read, and then there's worksheets that we have to, you know, things she has to answer, but that means more reading. We're not as caught up on the reading as I was liking. She's a little behind schedule on the reading department. Math, she's pretty good. It's just more like getting her to slow down for a second and retrieve the information. She's actually really good at math when she wants to be. So, but you know, they're all of a sudden learning stuff that's going to start prepping them for pre-algebra and start prepping them for all that. And it's like, oh my gosh, it comes up pretty quickly when we get to that direction. So, all right, so let's get this doing. How are we doing? Doesn't take long to kill time, does it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have them glued down. We have them slightly glued and a little distressed. I forgot, as usual. I was wondering if I have anything left to sort of distress them with, but I think I'll keep working on them as they dry. I think we'll keep, you know, maybe we'll keep adding the layers that we need here to make them look sort of cool. I was hoping there's a little left of my distress photo on here, but I don't think so. Who knows? Okay, so we are working on it. Now, the fun part is because this is a little shorter than, and I wanted to, oh yeah, first I was going to just stitch it in, but then I was like, well, no, if it moves, then it's not going to work. We do have a spot where this has to line up just right. So I need to decide where on this, and then I think I'm just going to start gluing. So it looks like it fits, and it does line up really well right there. All right, we're not going to move. We go right down the middle here. And we're going to line this sucker up. We're going to start gluing it. Right there. Okay. Carefully and easily. I would love for it to stick out a little bit, but I think if it did, it would just get caught. Every time you guys did something, it would get caught, or it would. So I think we're going to lay it down flat. I just got to be careful not to get too much glue. I do not want it to go right through, which that reminds me, I'll put something in the middle here in a moment. We don't want it to, there we go. I think I just heard my littlest one up. It's actually sort of early in the morning. It's, what, 8:30 now? And I told her she had to sleep in this morning. I was like, no, no, no. You cannot be up at the crack of dawn. Because, like, watch it tomorrow. I'll try to get out of bed, and she'll be like, I don't want to. She just turned 10, and she's going to hit hormones early, and it's like, oh my gosh, she's going to be, all of a sudden, never going to want to get up. My oldest didn't. She hit junior high. She had PE every day, and all of a sudden, it was getting her out of bed was so hard to do. She still doesn't want, I mean, she's, you know, she's going to be 15, and does, you know, just doesn't want to get out. She'd sleep all day. Absolutely sleep all day if I let her. But if she's not sleeping, she's on the computer drawing and trying to animate, and she's a great little sketch artist. She wants to be an animator. She wants to do visual effects and animation. So we'll see. Not in the anime side, but like animation. Like she would love to work for Pixar or Disney, or even for some of the gaming companies that she loves so much. She would love to do some, you know, digital sketch work for that. So we started gluing down whether I want to do too. Okay. All right. Well, at least I get to see this part. Sort of wish I could semi-sew the signature together before the cover, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that would work. I could, I guess. I'm like, I probably could, and then just do lightly, but then I'd have to restitch it again, I think, in the old school way, so I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, nope, we're just going to have to get that cover done. Ooh, so we went a little far. Oh, interesting how that went a little far over. But that's okay. I think it's sort of cute. I can always trim it if we decide that in the end it's not, like, it's annoying or it gets in the way, or, you know, we'll trim it off. But right now, I'm just making sure a majority of the spots are laying down. They're sticking, and I may continue to go back and, like, find areas to light up. I don't know. I sort of like a little bit sticking up. But I hate, you know, what I don't want to do is have you guys go, okay, well, I'm catching it all the time. Not like you guys couldn't glue it if we had to, but okay. So when I go, my biggest thing will be making sure that when we sew this in, I make sure that it sits in the middle of this. Otherwise, it's going to be off, and that would be sort of a bummer after all of that, right? Because these two aren't in any way attached; they're just lined up. A little off, but I'll make sure. I'll make sure everything's clipped and clasped together pretty good, so that, you know, it lines up pretty well, or at least close enough. Okay, so we have pockets on both ends now, right? We'll keep adding decor to that, you know, to make them sort of, so they're not too flimsy. We've got the inside where the die cut sort of fades into the page, but lines up, both front and back. Yeah, it's just getting it lined up just right, and it's really pretty when it's done. So fun. It even sticks out a little bit. Okay, let's get it back in the book so I don't forget. And I don't know whether to keep going on this one. I know we have another pocket we can do, so maybe I'll get enough of this done that we can, you know, call it a 2-part video and we get this going. What is all this? Oh, I think I had a bunch of stuff I was going to oh, that's right. I'm decorating the inside of this one with pieces to mirror what's there. Ooh, that's right. We were going to... Okay, so yeah, I have that and the... I found this cute. Isn't this cute? Oh, I got it for something. Something I received had this guy in it. Let's see. More for me than anybody else. Oh, it's just empty. Yeah, I got this in something I got, and I thought it was super cute. I want to, even if we just do it like when we flip it open or something, I want to add it into the group, into the thing. Tuck it into one of the pockets that I'm creating, right? Notebook cover. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's the notebook cover still. Oh, I forgot about that. All right. So yeah, we have definitely things to do. Okay, let's put this in there. I got that down. Got that one. And then this one was supposed to be just a glue, three-side glue. And let's get that done then. I don't think I was going to do anything fancy with this one at all. I just wanted to, you know, make another pocket inward to tuck stuff into. Let's just do that. Let's see. Nothing crazy. We're going to keep some of the stuff pretty simple. They're big pockets, which is great. I do have some good size journal cards in the Falling into Summer photo book kit. There are some good size journal cards. So, or my bigger, you know, my 5 by 3 1/4. So we could put some stuff in here, and all I need to do is cut some thumb holes, and it'd probably be just fine. Which I can usually do even after I glue it down. I always worried about that. That size thing so we can do the bigger thumb holes. Yep. Oh, yeah, spring. But I'm like, wait a minute. I'll just go in here where I think I want it. Ta-da! Alright, that's where we definitely need the distressing note of the antique. Where I'm not so sure. All this stuff. Yeah, I'm sort of out of... I forgot what was in here. I forgot what we had going, guys. Oh my goodness. Oops. Let's cover that up so I don't get any... Yeah, I totally forgot what we had going with this thing. I had all kinds of little doohickeys that we were working with, right? I forgot about the notebook we have to create. We have the, you know, these 2 big pockets. I have the inside middle signature to decorate up. We're going to play off the photo, and we're going to make that, you know, to our advantage. There's some orange in that, huh? I did start using this for orange briefly, and then change gears with it after the fact. But, you know, it's good. It's a good combination. I don't mind it sort of together, so we'll work on it. Okay. Do my little thumb hole again. Maybe not so deep this time. A little less deep this one. We'll go that. We'll see what we can get in here and make it all pretty. Alright, so, okay, so we got this one done. We got this glued back in. And, so I know I have that big pocket. We have, and then we have there, and then this is just something we're gonna glue down pretty, I think, down here, because it's too flimsy to make a pocket on that page. And this one is used as a tuck, but I haven't glued it down yet. Okay, so we're getting there. Whoops, I'm missing half my book. I'm like, I'm missing half my book. Was that really in the middle? Oh, it was the middle of that one. Okay, there we go. I was like, wow, there's not much in here. There we go. All right. So we have this and that. We have that pocket with that pretty thing in the middle. And then this goes in the middle of that. There we go. We're getting there. All right. This is where, because this is where the fun part, where you just want to see it put together. All right. Well, I think we're at that point. Yeah, see, we're definitely on that 45-minute mark, and I know that we didn't do a lot, or it feels a little off. I don't know if I showed you guys anything worthwhile, but we are getting ahead. So I'm going to stop here, so, you know, and we got this pocket in. We got the other one glued down, and so I'm going to go and glue the last of those little bitty pieces that, you know, we needed in place so that they're not flopping around, and I can get these darling cards off. And then we'll come back and we will work on decorating the signature, and we will work on, let's see, maybe the notebook header needs, of course, to be better clipped, and pages need to be added in here to make it a notebook, right? So yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go work on this, and I will see you guys next week. I will continue on with this, and so that we get a couple weeks maybe of this notebook getting finished, a little work along with me, and you can see what's going on with it. And along the way, I will let you know how the playing cards turned out, and we'll see if we can get those up, you know, into my books for something fun, and maybe even a little bit of something out there for sale for you guys to purchase if you need some more fall ephemera. So thank you for joining me. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design. I know I'm back a little rusty, but we're gonna get in the rhythm of this again, and we'll see what we can accomplish this September, and then there'll be more digitals, of course, to come as we are heading slowly into the winter season. No one wants to hear winter yet. I know winter and Christmas are not what we want to hear when we haven't even officially hit fall yet. But I have to get ready. I have to make sure you guys have, you know, I'm ready so that you guys are ready for when you're ready to start designing for Christmas and winter. You have what you need. So just cross your fingers I can get to that. And in the meantime, new things will be popping up in the shop on a regular basis. Maybe not all full kits, but things that you can use and print, or even purchase, so that you have the elements that you need. So thank you for joining us. Have a great week. Hopefully it didn't get too hot for you guys wherever you are, or you may be actually starting to see fall. I'll be really jealous because I won't see fall till next week. Love you guys all. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. I promise there'll be another one next week. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.